Wait for it.
So, what do you get when you put a baby in a blender? An erection! Hey! Alright, so I'm going to fill up the time that's left before, Doom Lover plays with some jokes that may or may not be a waste of your time.
Sweet.
Let's see. So, there's this moth, and he goes to his podiatrist's office one day. He sits in the waiting room, reads a couple of magazines. And the receptionist, she shows him into the doctor's office. And, he waits around in there for a couple of minutes, and some time passes, and the podiatrist comes in, and he's like, so, Moth, what's the problem? And he's like, Doc, well, the real question is what's not the problem? I go to work every day for Gregory Olinovich. And, I know he makes me do things, small things here and there. But in truth, I don't even think Gregory Olinovich knows what I'm doing, I lie in bed every night next to the husk of an old woman, Doc, who I no longer love. It just pains me so. I have no idea what's going on. I wake up every day in a malaise, and I walk around. He's like, you walk around? I was like, I walk around? I have no idea what's going on. It's really, really bad. Last winter, my youngest, Alexandria, the winter just brought her down. In the same way that it's brought so many of us down before in winters past, and it just pains me so. I have no idea what's going on. And the toughest pill to swallow, Doc, the toughest pill to swallow. My other boy, Gregoro, I no longer love. I can't look upon his face without getting that same feeling that I get when I catch a glimpse of my own face in a mirror in passing. That feeling of immense amounts of cowardice. And if only that cowardice were a little bit greater, I'd be able to reach on over to my nightstand where I keep that revolver loaded and cocked. And in this hellish facade once and for all, sometimes I feel like a spider instead of a moth. And it's like I'm hanging above a fiery whip that's comprised of all my faults and inconsistencies. It's really bad. It's really fucking bad, Doc. The podiatrist is like, Mocker, you're trouble. This is really fucking terrible. But I don't want to overstep my bounds here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these sound like problems that would be better suited for that of a psychiatrist or something like that. So of all places you could go to, Moth, why, Moth, did you come here? He's like, well, the light was on. So, what's 60 feet long and reeks of piss? A conga line in a nursing home. Oh, yeah, we took it there. Okay. So, there was this kid, a conga line. You heard me right, a conga line. Those still happen. All right, moving along. So there's this kid. My mic's full. It's his birthday. He's pretty excited about it. And, his mom, and, just to, get the setting correct here, he's like 8 or 9 or some shit like that. He's in, elementary school. And it's his birthday. And his mom, she invites all of his friends. He's very, very, very excited about this. It's a very special day. She invites all of his friends. There's going to be cake, pizza, a clown. That's the rumor mill is going wild with that shit. The clown's going to be there, and he's just very, very, very stoked about this. That the fabulous day arrives, or whatever. He wakes up very, very early without his mom's help because it's his birthday. And, he puts on his red birthday shirt. He's very, very, very fucking stoked about this. He busts out the red birthday shirt and, eats all of the candy he can eat because it's his birthday, so it's okay to do that. And, the party time rolls around, and all of his friends start to show up, and he's still very, very, very stoked about this. And the clown finally gets there, walks in the room, goes straight into material. And he's like, hey folks, it's great to be here. It's fucking awesome. He doesn't say that because it's, a children's birthday party. It's great to be here. What's going on over here? What do you get? Was it a fire hydrant? What are you, a fire truck or something like that? Or was this red birthday shirt? This is hilarious. Look at this guy. Everybody make fun of this guy over here. He's devastated. The kid is completely devastated, It's a very, very special day. This clown who, he's had his heart set on, rolls in and just takes him apart. in a very reactive manner, he like unwittingly, I guess, devotes the rest of his life to, not ever being caught off guard when somebody, talks shit, you need like a cheekish response, on demand. So, in middle school, he joins like the comedy club, after school. He works long hours shooting, jokes back and forth, your mama this, your mama that, because all of his friends were like, oh man, I've never seen anything like this. There's something special about this kid or whatever. He goes on to high school, he's in the comedy club there, all of his, it's one of my random alarms. 1 second here. So, he's in high school, and, he's joining the comedy club, and, all of his friends and teachers are like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. There's something really, really special about this kid. Like, staying after school, there's the talent show, and, he's just whooping everybody's ass. Nobody can get anything by this guy, And he goes to, wait for this one, comeback college. He majors in cheekish rejoinders. There's you just can't get anything by this. His teachers are like, oh, this guy's crazy. He's like, the best joke teller we've seen since, that dude who told great jokes, years ago, whose name we can't remember because he wasn't that good. Like, not as good as this guy. So, he graduates from comeback college, magna cum laude. It's fucking crazy shit. He's the valedictorian. He gives a speech or whatever. After school, he takes off, like backpacking through Europe. He climbs the Himalayan mountains and, finds the comeback guru. And, he entreats him and he's like, teach me the ways of, just like comebacks. Teach me how to not be made a fool of by, fucking assholes who just come off the street and want to talk shit. And, the comeback guru is like, I usually don't take students, but there's something special about you. So, they start the training. They're chilling lotus style, in placid lakes, like on the top of like the Himalayas. It's fucking crazy. They're just shooting crazy like quips back and forth, like sniping each other. And, after months of doing this, the comeback guru is like, I think, aside from the fact that there is very obviously something special about you, I think you're ready. I think you're ready to go back and, take on, he who, started you on this journey. And, the kid's like, I think you're right as well. So, he goes back to his hometown. His mom has kept his room the exact same way because he's a fucked up loner and, goes home all the time. So, so his mom has kept his room the exact same way, he knows all the same people. They're all in, some Rolodex, presumably, that his mom uses to call them all back up. And she books the exact same time. His birthday's rolling up, conveniently. It's fucking awesome. It's going to be great. So, she invites all of his friends. There's going to be cake, booze, because they're all, like 21 plus now. And, he goes into his room on that special day, and he opens up, his like time capsule chest or whatever, and he pulls out his red birthday shirt, puts it on, and it's game time. Clown shows up, walks in the door, goes straight into material. He's like, hey folks, it's great to be here. It's fucking awesome to be here. It's completely okay to say that now because you're all 21 plus. Blah 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 blah. Clown bullshit. He blows up a balloon in the shape of an animal or some shit. That's amusing. And then he notices the dude. He's like, oh, what do we got here? A fucking fire hydrant. Fucking a red balloon. What's going on here? Like, what's up with this dude? Look at him with a red birthday shirt. He's like, hey. Fuck you, clown. I am Napoleon Kofi. Thank you for coming.